So today we will read about chapter 23 of Vidyaweshwar Samhita, Shiv Mahapuran. And this chapter is about glorification of Rudraksh and of names of Shiva. Rest of the chapter is between chapter 18 to 23. We shall later on do it. So today we shall confine to glorification of Rudraksh. So there is a conversation taking place between sages and Suji. The sages said, O Suji, the fortunate disciple of Vyas, obeisance to you. Please explain again the glorification of the holy ashes of Rudraksh and of Shiva's names. Lovingly explaining the three, please delight our minds. So Suji said in reply, it is good that you have referred to this matter that is highly beneficent to the world. You are blessed indeed, holy, and ornaments to your families, since you own Shiva as your soul, great favorite deity. The anecdotes of Shiva are dear to you all forever. Those who adore Shiva are blessed and content. Their birth is fruitful and their family is elevated. Since never touch those from whose mouth the names Sadashiv, Shiv, etc. come out forever, as they do not touch the burning charcoal of the wood. When a mouth utters obeisance to you, holy Shiva, that mouth or face is at par with the holy centers that has capacity to destroy all sins. It is certain that the benefit of making pilgrimages to holy centers accrues to one who lovingly looks at his holy face. O Brahmins, the place where these three are found is the most auspicious one. A mere contact of the person or a mere contact of the place accords the benefit of taking a holy dip in the sacred river Triveni. Shiva's names, the ashes, and the Rudraksha beads. The three are very holy, and these are at par with Triveni, the confluence of the three holy rivers. That's why it is called as Triveni, where three means three. The sight of the persons who have these three in their bodies is a rare occurrence, but when obtained, it removes all the sins. There is no difference at all between these two, a sight of a holy man and a bath in Triveni. He who does not realize this is undoubtedly a sinner. The man who has no ashes on his forehead, has not worn Rudraksh on his body, and does not utter the names of Shiva, shall be shunned as one does a base man. As said by Brahma, Shiva's name is at par with Ganga, the ash is equal to Yamuna, and Rudraksh destroys all sins, and it is equal to Saraswati. Brahma, wishing to bestow beneficence, weighed one against the other. He put on one side the benefit achieved by a person in whose body the three things were present. On the other side, he put the blessedness achieved by those who took their bath in holy Triveni. Both were found equal. Hence, scholars shall wear these always. From that time onwards, Brahma, Vishnu, and other devas wear these three. Their very sight dispels sins. The sages said, O righteous one, you have explained the benefit of the three things, that is the Shiva's name, the ashes, and the Rudraksh. Please explain it vividly. So Suji said, O Brahmanical sages, you are all good devotees of Shiva, gifted with knowledge and great intellect. You are the foremost among the wise. Please listen with reverence to their greatness. O Brahmins, It is mysteriously hidden in the sacred texts, Vedas, and Puranas. Out of love for you, I reveal the same to you now. O foremost among the Brahmins, whoever does know the great and the real greatness of the three, except Shiva, who is beyond all in the whole universe. Briefly, I shall explain the greatness of the names as prompted by my devotion. O Brahmins, do you lovingly listen to his greatness, the destroyer of all sins? Mountainous heaps of great sins are destroyed as in a blazing forest fire when the names of Shiva are repeated. They are reduced to ashes without any difficulty. It is true, undoubtedly true. O Shanak, different sorts of miseries with sins as their roots can be quelled only by muttering Shiva's names and not by anything else entirely. The man who is devotedly attached to japs of Shiva's names in the world is a really a follower of Vedas, a meritorious soul, and a blessed scholar. O sage, instantaneously fruitful are the different sacred rites of those who have full faith in the efficacy of japs of Shiva's names. O sages, so many sins are not committed by men in the world as are, and can be destroyed by Shiva's names. O sage, Shiva's names repeated by men immediately destroy the countless heaps of sins, such as slaughter of a Brahmin. Those who cross the ocean of worldly existence by resorting to the raft of the names of Shiva do definitely destroy those sins that are the root cause of worldly existence. O great sage, the destruction of the sins that are the roots of worldly existence is certainly affected by the acts of Shiva's names. The nectar of Shiva's names shall be drunk by those who are distressed and scorched by the conflagration of sins. Without it, the people who are scorched by the conflagration cannot have any peace. Those who are drenched by the nectarine downpour of Shiva's names never feel ill at ease even in the middle of conflagration of worldly existence. The noble souls who have acquired great devotion to the names of Shiva and those who like them attain perfect liberation instantaneously. O Lord of sages, devotion to the names of Shiva that destroys all sins can be acquired only by him who has performed penances in the course of many births. Salvation is easy of access only to him who has extraordinary and unbroken devotion for the names of Shiva. I believe in this. So today, if we are all blessed to hear and listen to Shiv Puran, it is only because of a lot of penances that we have done in course of our many births, and that's why we are getting this opportunity today. So we all must feel blessed that we are deliberating on Shiva's names. Just as the trees in a forest are burnt and reduced to ashes by the forest fire, so also are the sins destroyed by Shiva's names. O Shaunak, he who regularly sanctifies his body by the holy ashes and who performs the jap of Shiva's names crosses even the terrible ocean of worldly existence. A person who undertakes the japs of Shiva's names is not sullied by sins even after misappropriating a Brahmin's wealth and killing many Brahmins. O excellent sages, why should I say much? By means of single words, I shall mention the greatness and efficacy of the names of Shiva or the destruction of all sins. The power of the names of Shiva in destroying sins is more than the ability of men to commit them. O sage, formerly the king Indra Yamuna, who was a great sinner, attained the excellent goal of good through the influence of Shiva's names. O sage, similarly, a Brahmin woman, too, of very sinful activities, attained the excellence she attained the excellent goal of good through the influence of Shiva's names. So this is a reminder to us about one of the chapters, very early chapters of Shiv Puran Mahatm, in which we learned about story of Kankula, a Brahmin lady who was a great sinner, but finally she was able to receive salvation because she happened to listen or overhear Shiv Puran. O excellent Brahmins, thus I have told you about the surpassing excellence of the names. Now please listen to the greatness of holy ashes, the most sacred of all. So this is about it for this chapter, and in the next chapter we shall learn more about the significance of holy ashes then and Rudraksh. So this chapter we really learned about the holiness of the names of Lord Shiva, and there are several names as you will find. It's available on internet as well. So Shiva's names are the ones that can grant salvation immediately and can destroy the entire set of sins. We shall come back with the next chapter next time.